Hello!
Chirac making like Deadpool.
We are live.
We're live.
Or you can create like an artificial intelligence. Like when I was
You're
Skippy.
the AI of the computer.
Oh my god, that was hysterical.
I was playing Skippy.
But you literally get to play anything you can think of. And so it's really fun.
Skippy the Magnus.
I was such a dick in that game. And I was genocidal. I like just completely destroyed an entire civilization.
Oh yeah. Mershana.
I remember coming in on that because then there was this like race that
I was the
Basically-
shitboard AI that was like, I was like projecting myself to other systems, and I helped create a virus, and then we deployed the virus to just kill off an entire species.
I know I had a character in that campaign, but I don't remember.
I think you were like a sniper or something like that.
I don't remember.
I just remember that you got pulled into this, like, you found this race and they, like, captured you or something like that, and they were talking to you, and...
Oh no, we were trying to infiltrate
That's right.
a computer system, and I got caught by the person that ran it, and they tortured me by putting me into...
Oh, for the million years.
Yeah, they
You
put me
came out,
into
you were
like
all
this
broken.
like mental like computer stasis where I felt like it was a million years, but it was really like what, a few hours. And then like I came out of it and I was like in a psychosis.
Yeah, you fit this horrible.
Psychotic fugue state.
Yep.
Anyways,
Last we left off with our campaign was you guys had taken care of the gargoyles at the top of the observatory. You guys made your way back down to the bottom of the tower, took a little rest while you were doing that, and
I took out all the people at the bottom just by stating my name. They fell over from my right.
Yes. As far as you're aware, that's what
As
happened.
far as you're aware, that's exactly what
Then you guys went and explored the Great Hall of the castle, and I believe that's where we left off.
We
didn't
found
get very far.
we found all of the treasure from
Yes, you guys found all the treasure, and
So,
Mike and Nessa's
half the
characters
party back.
took it.
Mike,
And I ended up with
Nessa,
all of
Casey.
Nessa's stuff. Like 90%.
But like after flying off into the pan kind of leaned over to and like you can edit the left shoulder. Are we sure if they're gonna be
I don't think we have any choice. The city needs its wealth back so that they can.
Anyways, so we left off with them departing, and what would you guys like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking around that area.
Okay. You guys are still in the Great Hall, basically, so...
Not yet.
Oh yeah.
You guys had thoroughly looked over the Great Hall, so you guys have everything that was technically lootable. I mean, unless you want to like loot chairs and tables and
Rugs.
there are rugs. There's a couple of rugs and a couple of tapestries. They're kind of old and tattered, but
I used to have a friend that collected rugs.
I will get this together.
It was his character,
My
my
char-
character.
him and my characters
we
were like
both
we were
rugs.
looting everything. Like anything that we could like physically carry was taken. Anything that wasn't
we could
nailed
probably
down.
get like
basically.
20 gold for this rug. Let's go.
Anything that wasn't nailed down, more or less. Tapestries, rugs, all of it.
At one, because we didn't have any bags of holding or
Which
anything,
one's the
like
D&D folder?
what Jorgen had like 3 rugs
top
just kind of
one.
sticking out of his backpack.
Yep, that one.
And then.
Did
Lord of
your
the Dragon
character
Queen,
die?
This one.
Yes,
that
he
one's
died. He
Tyranny
drowned.
of the Dread.
Come down.
Tyranny
Come
of
back.
Dragons, and then Lord of the Dragon Queen right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
The bottom one or the top one? Player, not
there's maps and each of these maps.
Go to the top one,
The top one's the top one.
and then player versions, and then you want the one.
Isn't it?
We're in these.
No.
I thought we were in this one.
I don't
Castle.
I know we're in the
It's
castle.
the
Well, I can shift
back
backwards. Hold on, I can do it from here.
future. Right there.
Wait, back.
Because you guys are.
We're in this room, right?
So you guys, if you want to zoom in on the castle,
working on it.
I'm getting so excited about this.
I need to go full screen first. Hold on.
No, never go full screen.
Never go full home.
Wow, really?
Why not?
I mean, sure, I guess. No, it was the I was not thinking the right thing when I said that, so that's my bad. I apologize.
So I'm gonna actually have you make it scale. So zoom in until we can fit 4 players into 1 square.
Okay, where are we? Just so
We
that
were
I
over
can.
here.
Nope, you guys are in that
We were-
long room right
This
there.
Can you fit all of us in the
If
square?
you can fit 4 in 1 square, that's what matters.
Also, here.
Oh, I want my miniature so bad.
You threw him on the ground.
I threw it on the ground.
I'm actually
man, you're a
I'm gonna
cell
be getting
phone.
filament next week.
What?
I'm getting
Filaments.
filament for the 3D printer next week. So if anybody wants to design a character for miniatures, they can. Otherwise, I'm going to print a bunch of generic ones too. So if you design one, you can just pay the $10 off of Hero Forge, so you can make it on Hero Forge how you want it. I prefer it's best if they're like full flat-footed
Otherwise that
and
happens.
not
Yeah, I
like on the tiptoe.
Because otherwise
Because
that happens.
otherwise that happens.
If you,
Her miniature we printed,
my
but
fairy?
she fell off of the base
her ankle
because
broke.
her feet, she was only on 1 foot. And it's
Even-
really, really small,
Well,
so...
she wasn't even on 1 foot. She was on the tiptoes.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm just gonna buy her from them and stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
That way we know she's gonna stay put until we.
The only other method we have is when I get my resin printer.
Yeah.
So, because then it'll be a lot stronger. But you can get the 3D file for $10, and then we can have it printed here. And you don't have to spend $30 on a miniature.
I used to paint like crazy.
Anyways, so you guys are currently down in that main great hall there next to the tower.
Did you just
Not hallway. The big hallway.
Somebody did.
The hallway.
Close enough.
Nope.
We
Keep
need a
going.
stick.
Keep going. Yeah, I need one of those. We need one of those game
Military
Where's
hands.
the
The
where
wrist
they-
sticks.
Yeah, or something like
Tactical
that.
stick.
There or further down?
That's fine. You guys can be right there.
Okay.
You're in that room. That's what matters.
Okay.
Which is
As
what I'm
always,
trying
I
to
will
do.
always be out in
Is the
front
door-
unless they tied me up.
Well, at least you don't have a corpse tied to your back. That's fine.
Yes, that was funny.
It was.
Imagine the 2 foot tall guy carrying around a 5 foot guy, wrapped all around him. We like lashed him to me.
Because he refused to like leave him behind.
Like he came into the dungeon with us. He's leaving too.
And we're like, well, we're not gonna carry him. And he's like, I will.
I
And we're
will
like,
carry
you
him.
can't be combat effective. And he's like, just tie him to me. And so we just lashed him to him.
I was like, yeah, an extra point of flesh armor. Anyways,
I think we did give you. I think we did like.
I got an extra point
We
of armor.
gave him 1 point of armor class for having a dead body strapped to him.
Dead dwarf.
Well, when I was there.
Oh, I forgot
We had
about
the other. We had Shirok's character die
Shirok's character
previously.
did.
The orc.
the dead orc.
Anyways.
half orc.
Half orc, halfway.
Half orc, half wit.
So, what would you guys like to do?
Hi, my name's Morg.
collected all of
All the stuff?
all the stolen loot.
Yes.
We send it back.
That we could find.
So we could find them and send them back. Whatever else we can find is to them, so we'll just have to
Fine, get it.
bring it back once we head back that direction.
Oh,
Let's keep searching.
yep. I'll go charging down the corridor.
Which direction?
Well, we were headed this way, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys exited the tower right there, came through that door, that was the Great Hall, and now you have free reign of whatever you want to go do.
So what was over here again?
This was the large tower where we fought the
That
gargoyles
tower
up
with
on
the
top.
observatory
that's
on the
what I
top.
want to make sure. Okay. There we go.
Either or this staircase.
We can go to the end of the hall and go up. But up is probably just to the parapet, kind of.
Easier to secure and mark off. We've been there.
It's true.
I'm gonna go down the other direction of the hallway and go upstairs. The spiral staircase. I'm going.
And you darted up as well.
Yes.
Go down.
We're effectively splitting party, but we're gonna be fast. We're just gonna go upstairs and look and then come back down because we know that it's probably just the top
Okay.
of the wall.
We get up there to like 20 things.
Right.
All right. So where are you guys going first?
So we're going down. We're going here and down.
Okay.
We're gonna check this.
And me and
Which way you going?
Which way are you going? You going with us or you going with the boys? Please have someone here for you.
If you want, you can. Which one would you like to be? We have the one with the bell.
No, she's going with you guys.
oh
Yeah, she said you and looked at you.
She said,
We'll
"Who
just
you
say-
where you going?" And you said, "I'm going with you." Stop
Yeah,
right
but I
in
was
there.
looking
We'll
at
say
you.
Yeah, she was looking at you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Travis, you going with us?
So we'll take Travis with us.
Well, because he's on auto follow, just take his miniature off.
yeah.
Just because he's not going to be making any actions.
No.
Anyways,
Right, it's like,
all right. So you guys are making your way through the Great Hall to the next area. You guys are in that tower first, so we'll start there. All right.
Oh,
So
my job is to run ahead of as much news as
stealth.
possible
Yeah.
and attract all of the enemies to me.
So as you guys enter the base of this tower,
Wait, who are you working with us right now?
yes, you two.
Stone.
You notice that swamp water seeps into the chamber through a crack in the foundation to pool inches deep in the sagging stone floor.
It's
And the air is filled with a cloying, moldy stink.
Ew.
That's gonna be stuck in your nose for a while.
There is a thin walkway made of planks that crosses the floor so that you can walk between the two doorways without soaking your feet.
Yeah, me too.
But otherwise, this room looks like just an empty room.
So it's just an empty room, really, pretty much.
An empty room with us downstairs.
And the staircase does go down. It leads down underground.
You want to keep going down? Oh, didn't we just roll for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go down.
You head down.
I'm
Okay.
still invisible, so you don't know that I'm there.
Just her and I.
Yeah.
Alright, so you notice that the water doesn't seem to follow the stairs down, so it doesn't fill up the area underneath.
Yeah.
But you do notice that the smell lingers as you go down.
Up or down is it? Like, is it a good ways down, or?
Leads just down into what looks like a series of I believe natural cave that's underneath this.
Sneaky mob.
Yes.
Eternal stench.
So the what was like as you go down the stairs, there made of like worked stone until you get about halfway down, and then you see it turn into like carved rock into the like bedrock of this underneath this castle.
Okay.
And that's why you notice that there's no water coming into here, is because it's bedrock. So as you go down, you enter into a hewn cavernous area.
Oh yeah.
And with that, we are going to pause you guys.
Just close your eyes and go.
Come, Ambrosia!
Come, Ambrosia.
I know that they were talking about trying to do a second one.
Well, there's a graphic novel that continues this one.
Well, yeah, there is. But don't make it a movie. No.
They can't now. They were always did.
I know.
They'd probably go like Star Wars style and do some digitally animated.
CGI him in. I'm like,
Hey, she did really good in that movie, being
She
dead.
did. Well, no, I'm not talking about the later. I'm talking about Rogue One
oh,
when they CGI'd freaking
General Tarkin?
yeah, General Tarkin, Grand Moff Tarkin,
Grand Moff Tarkin?
and then also Leia. But that made a little more sense
Because
she's
technically
supposed to be
Grand Moff,
younger,
a Grand
so
Moff is not a general.
no. And actually,
They're technically a political.
he
It's
wasn't.
a political title.
He wasn't a Grand Moff until after the events.
He was just a.
Anyways,
That's Star Wars trivia,
We're-
not D&D.
going up the stairs at the end of the hall.
So you guys go into the next room,
Yes.
and you actually, as you open the door, you see that this is a kitchen area. And you
With
notice
a stairway?
you notice a dwarf and a human, a male dwarf and a female human in commoner's rags, seemingly cooking. And as you open the door, they look over to you and they go, you hear the dwarf go, "Oh, thank the gods you're here."
Helen, well met. Friend or foe?
Well, we're no foe of
we are
yours.
never living that down.
No, you're not.
No, we are never living that down. Oh, that was me and Nessa, not me and you.
What are you here for?
He doesn't see me.
Yeah, still got my
He
ring.
just sees,
he just
he
sees
sees your hitting.
Well, and she's here too.
And her, yeah.
She's you.
Oh. Well, I'm with some people who lost some stuff, and I think we're here to find it. But these people, they keep trying to kill me, so that's what I'm really here for. To let them try to kill me.
Are you talking about the cultists or the lizards?
I can't tell the difference.
I mean, they're both on the same side, so
Well, that's true.
if you're here to kill them, great. I'm tired of cooking for them. They bring me the worst shit to cook. Probably. Can I leave?
Well, what do you ask? You're not my slave. I don't keep slaves anymore.
Well, what I'm saying is, am I free to leave? Is it clear?
I do not. Well, I know. Everybody from here to the entrance is dead.
I walk up. Quietly walk up behind said dwarf and just whisper in his ear, "You can go."
He instantly swings a frying pan behind him. And he makes an attack roll against you at disadvantage because you're invisible.
Oh my goodness gracious.
What's the lowest?
7.
7?
Alright, he injures a party mate. I have to kill him. No.
7 doesn't hit you.
7 doesn't hit me.
So
I
you-
just step
so
aside.
it just swings past you. He's
You
like,
guys just see.
he's like, what the hell was that?
Did I hear him, or was it too?
Roll perception.
Oh,
I kind of just whispered,
whispered
in
it,
his
but
ear, yeah.
you
So-
might have
so it'd
heard
be
them
really
underneath.
hard.
Natural 20. Yeah, you heard.
Oh, it's just a friendly ghost. He's helping us out.
Hey, Casper.
Alright, well,
I'm out.
And him and the human both go running out that
Oh,
main
hey,
door.
excuse me.
What?
Get as much stuff as you can carry. It's a long trip.
You're right. And you see him like grab a couple of large sacks and start just putting all the like cured food into it.
Oh, ooh, hold on just a second here. I reach down underneath my loincloth,
Oh my god!
pull out a gold piece. Here, in case you need it.
Like almost dumbfounded, he's just like, alright. Sticks it in like a little side pouch.
Don't worry, it's clean.
And then they both take off.
And that's our cue to leave.
Fare thee well.
Get the hell out of here.
I like it when they're a friend.
Now with closer inspection of the room, the spiral staircase goes up.
Is there any going up the stairs?
No, they didn't change.
Yeah, there's some scattered food remnants here. Mostly, it seems like it's
Well, you're not hungry.
wildlife or denizens of this
We're not
swamp.
hungry.
Not the most healthy-looking food.
All right, I've eaten bread that was hundreds of years old. We found in the dungeon.
We have all the
Like I said, you're free to eat whatever you want.
And we don't really have a need to eat right now. Or breathe, or drink.
Yes, but he's Jordan. He
I
likes
was gonna
to
say, I always just pack the stuff up for when we need it later.
But yeah, there's plenty of wild game that's been hung up. There's
I know,
um,
I'm like,
Can you hand me some
little
of that?
bits of little small loaves of bread of some kind,
Hand you some of what?
mushrooms and various like plants from the swamp as well.
Put your kneecap out. You don't need that to give birth. Alright, so I heard mushrooms and small game animals. What else?
Um,
oh, that one's wrong.
and then just like little small like biscuits of some kind.
Oh yeah.
In total, about 25 pounds worth of food.
Alright. I start loading my my robe pockets.
Your robe is very lumpy now.
If you remember, it was a modified bag of holding
Oh, that's
that,
right.
that acts as a robe instead of a bag. It's how I can just reach behind me and pull stuff out. They had to have it modified so I could store my sword, or my axe, and my shield in it.
No, that came from his coin purse.
Yeah.
My coin purse hangs from my coin purse. It's strapped on. It's got a little bitty bag, kind of like this, and it just kind of dangles down there. Nobody's. It's just tied on with a little string. Oh, it's perfect. Nobody's ever going to try to steal it. Although everybody looks at me weird when I try to pay.
I wonder why.
You would not believe how many people would let me have drinks for free.
I mean, I worried because I don't want crotch money. I guess that is pulling money out the room. There you go. No, thank you.
I'm pretty sure they assume it's coming from somewhere other than his crotch.
Did you literally pull that out your ass? I'm a freaking wizard, Harry!
He's turned his asshole into a bag of
Oh
holding.
my god!
Hey, you never know what wizards.
I
have to
know.
do. When you gotta store when a wizard has to store those really high-end spell components.
Yep, gotta have a good place to keep him safe. Anyways, I'm gonna go up the stairs.
You go upstairs.
Yep.
I don't
Okay.
know whether I'm in front or behind because I can't see him. But I also getting up the stairs.
Okay.
Probably behind because I looted.
Yeah.
You notice this is the next area up the stairs is just what looks like kitchen storage.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh!
Is that like a boggle bubble that's on an 8. Oh my god.
Let me see if I get lucky. What is it? Look at my mom.
Natural 20, baby. Natural 20.
Oh my
The Twerkomatic 5000.
Oh god. Where did you find it?
Anywho, I go upstairs.
Okay.
What were you Googling that came up?
You notice that it's kitchen storage. Mostly storing like everyday goods to keep them dry.
Okay.
You find a couple of gallons of cooking oil, a couple sacks of grain,
Is there any
a
alcohol?
wheel of cheese. There's a crate, a half-used crate of wine,
Okay.
and a couple of barrels of salted meats.
Go again.
Finished tucking in some mushrooms.
There's a mini
I'll
one.
have to eat these at night. I'm not sure whether I'll go, crazy with them or not. Anyways, I go running upstairs.
There's one with a door stopper on the end.
So
Sorry.
you get up there and you just see this floating crate of half crate of wine, just floating in the middle of the room.
Whoa!
And then I'll proceed to be like, "You got any more room in there?"
Of course I do.
Well, load up.
No, all I've got is a few pieces of scrolls in my sword, or not my sword, my axe. My banana axe, that thing.
Don't say it while it's in your coat.
I'm a new spiritual weapon.
Oh, God. Anyways, I basically
You're not allowed to have one of those as a spiritual weapon. I'm sorry.
You sure?
What is
You
it?
could in his game.
Giant blinking on me.
No,
What is it?
it's about that.
That's a giant. It glows in the dark.
wow.
That brings a new term to anal assault.
Oh, I'm gonna get banned from Twitch.
Alright, so there was
Okay, we'll keep it.
some wine.
PG-13.
Oh yeah. Not with,
We're already past that. I mean, I'm not worried about Mixer. I already have it set to a mature.
We've already reached the level of NC-17 plus, so we're fine.
So there was. Are you taking anything before I get up there?
No, I'm literally waiting for you to get up there so that you can put this in your bag of or robe of holding.
There's 6 bottles of wine in there.
Yeah. So I basically, there's this floating crate and there's 6 bottles of wine in it, and I'm telling you, or the ghost, the apparition is telling you to put it in your robe.
6 bottles of wine. You said there was a cheese wheel?
There is a cheese wheel.
Is it a big one or a small one?
It's about this big around.
The kind you see in the
This
grocery
thick.
store.
Okay.
Got one of those.
Alright. I think a cheese wheel.
Cheese! All of the cheese.
There's 2 10-pound sacks of grain.
So a normal thing is fairly like it was just the smallest one of the bags of holding, but they still hold quite a bit, don't they? It's like
hold
500 pounds.
500 pounds of whatever.
Okay, yeah, because pretty much all I have in there is a shield, and my axe,
And some scrolls.
and like 6 scrolls, and then what we've added today.
You're
So-
And
So
my,
your shield and your axe, what, 75 pounds roughly?
I have no idea. It's a hide shield, and I don't know.
Hide shield probably
Hide shield
like
less, and so you're
15.
looking at like maybe 45 pounds between the shield and your axe.
So not even.
The
10%.
scrolls are basically weightless.
So there was 20 pounds of grain. Did you say?
20 pounds of grain.
into 10-pound sacks.
The cheese wheel's about 7 pounds.
I didn't have to do anything other than say sacks.
2 gallons of cooking oil.
Got Nicolas Cage on it.
To what?
2 gallons of cooking oil.
What are you guys looking at?
About 10 pounds total. The 6 bottles of wine are probably
So not
12 pounds total. And then there's two like meat, maybe like 10-gallon barrels of salted meat.
All right.
And those are about 20 pounds apiece. I can just see you, like, sliding the barrel into your robe, and it just going...
With this much looting, I probably take the robe off and lay it on the ground, so it's easier for me to just like
You just like
dump
lay
stuff
everything.
into
You
it.
just like lay everything in the robe and like close the robe, and it just goes. And you're just like,
Okay. So then we put all that in there. Yay!
Apparently they took a bunch of
All right.
I
After
have
that,
more room now. There's so many
clearly this is just kitchen and storage, so I'm heading towards where the others were. So I'm heading down.
Head back down?
I'm gonna use sending and say we found a cave. And I'm gonna send it to AM.
what's the distance?
It's sending.
Oh, sending doesn't have a distance.
Right, one person to another.
It's just a person to another. Yeah. So that's what you're. Whatever you want to say. I don't know what
We
you want to
found
say.
a
I'd let
cave.
you have some of the wine,
We
but
found a
I don't
cave
think the baby can have any
under,
here.
at the bottom of these stairs. It smells really gross.
ass.
Oh, so it's a stinky bog.
That's the response you hear.
And I'll head down.
Did they head that way?
Yep.
Are you guys gonna wait for them to meet up with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we will. Let's not be crazy.
Fan gets in too much trouble. He doesn't want to
I don't. But I have a god complex.
So at the bottom of the stairs, you guys notice a. You guys notice a chamber brightly lit by one lantern hanging next to the entrance steps, and another hanging near the northwest opening. No, this is actually a whole different.
I know, but I'm getting us over there, okay? We're going down. Oh wait, wrong side of the stairs. Sorry, this side of the stairs. Okay.
Where are you
now we're
going,
gonna
Gina?
switch out.
He's just going.
Yeah, someone edited the Untitled Goose Game and the Aflac logo.
Okay. Well, let's see. That way? No.
Yes, that's
Yes, that one.
I believe.
Let
Wait,
me-
that may not be the one. No, it's not.
Hold on.
It's
That's the old. That's a.
we pretty visited
That
That
one?
one? Yep.
Okay. Let me do that so that I can go like this. Boink, boink. Go down here again.
So where are we coming at?
Where
And
that staircase is.
This one?
The right angle one. Yep.
Yeah, okay, right there.
hold on. Let me
Bigger.
zoom in until it's the proper size.
And
No comment.
this is each square is 10 feet.
Okay.
So you can
So
fit two.
you can fit two of you in each square. That's the scale.
Since we were already together.
So I think that's about right. Anyways.
That's copyright infringement.
I just need a star. Let me go first.
Where the fuck are you getting stars from? That would be my question. And why are you ingesting them?
He did also find mushrooms, so I guess you could one up.
So, the lantern that you see on the northwest side
Okay.
is from
Where's north?
north. Okay, north is this side of the map.
Okay. So what we're facing now.
Yes. So you two are looking at it
Okay.
right side up. You guys are looking at it upside down.
Mhm.
Okay. So the northwest, there's a passage just beyond all that water there.
Okay.
There's a lantern hanging from that, like, right near that entrance.
Okay.
And then there's one hanging right next to the staircase that came in.
Okay.
Okay?
Is it like brightly lit in here? Or like
It's
very dark?
it's fairly brightly lit. I mean, there's not really a lot of shadow or darkness to the room.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
so from what your initial look at the room is, it's empty. The only thing you hear is the sound of dripping water that comes from the direction of the passage to the southeast of you and northwest. You can hear dripping.
Southeast.
So that staircase just next to you guys.
So there's one right here.
So you're
From
hearing
here?
dripping from that direction
Okay.
and from the northwest.
Are you moving further in?
Yeah.
I was gonna say we should move the map.
I'm going to. That's why I asked if you're moving further in.
Okay. So we know there's a path going this way, and there's a path going this way. Which way do you want to go?
Are we able to see over this? Is that?
Yes.
Is that
Yeah.
There's a
like
lamp
water
on the wall across the way.
This whole area here is fairly lit, so you can actually see everything.
How deep's the water here?
I don't know how tall are you? Go stand
I fought in a place once completely underwater. That was fun. I mean, not really fun, but
I mean, we don't have to breathe. So
That's true.
one of my companions died.
Do you test the water?
No, I'm
Checked
looking.
Just looking. Doesn't look super deep.
Throw 'em in.
Maybe about a foot.
Alright, well, it's not deep, so I don't think there's anything hidden here.
You do notice to the east there that there is a bit of an opening where that water comes into this room. Yeah.
But we can hear water dripping from
This way.
this way and that way.
Yes.
Fall.
Like how you would hear water coming into a cavern through the cracks in the earth. Just that quiet drip, drip, drip.
The things that make stalactites.
His sound effects.
Alright, so, well, let's go to the one behind us.
You want to go down more stairs?
oh,
Careful there.
Wait, are there stairs over there?
Nah,
Just to go to the gym. Literally.
screw that noise.
I'm a gym friend.
Not on D&D night.
Well, duh.
There is a time and a place.
Never on TV.
Just so you know, it is the caverns in here are about 10 feet tall.
Could have 5 of me stacked up in here.
Sure about that?
And as you look down the direction that you're about to head down, you notice there's no light beyond this room.
We can cast light. We can cast light. Yeah. We can.
Reach into my robe. Pull up Max.
That's alright, Banana Hammock will be able to light my way.
Okay then.
What kind of ass is that? That's a very fine one, actually.
No, it's just an old axe.
It's been passed down with my great grandfathers.
Do
Along
I
with the
have to
shield.
duck to avoid
What?
stalagmites?
The magic is new. My old friends
No,
Any
no,
of them
they're
that
not.
low?
They're not
from
long
before
enough
you
to
thought it
affect
needed
your,
to be a little bit
affect your
stronger.
My
And I
7
kept
foot
throwing
11.
torches away.
You're close. You feel close
So
to the
they
ceiling,
made
but
your
it's
axe
not
a
close
torch.
enough to
Because
like
they knew I'd
really
never
hurt
let
you
it
without.
alone. Or leave it behind.
That's fair.
So
It's not gonna cause you any problems.
Are we going down?
Is that where we want to go? Are you visible now? Or are you still
No.
invisible?
You just hear voices every once in a while coming from different places in the room.
I'll move to these stairs and kind of look down. Do I see anything down there? Source of dripping, maybe?
From the distance that your firelight gives you, you see that the stairs go down for about 15 feet, And then you see just a slight passage just beyond the stairs. That's as far as you can see.
I can't help it.
That was cute.
All right, I'll run to the other side. Look down this
Okay.
corridor.
Do you go through the water or
No, I know what around.
around it?
I've learned.
Okay.
You got to stay out of the water hazards. Water hazards.
Apparently he doesn't
Okay.
get wet.
From here, looking into that
What with that female
area,
assistance that is.
you see with your
Jeez.
firelight, you see the stairs go up for about 5 to 6 feet. Then you see beyond that what looks like a 15-foot ledge that leads up into a hold on, I'm just double checking which direction this ledge goes.
I think we should go up
Yes.
the stairs.
So you're at the
Right
bottom
there
of the
to the
ledge from
corner
where your
of
perspective
the
is,
water.
and you can see what looks like
Yep.
what looks like a crank-powered crane set up to
I
move objects up and down.
start wading into the water,
Okay.
Yep.
So
so you can move me a little further in.
Crack it.
So you just see this like ripple.
There he is.
Well, yeah, I'm like, yeah, at this point we probably
what
never
material
do.
are your boots? What do you have magical boots?
Just a
Or what armor?
slow leather.
Studded leather? Okay.
I lost my bullshit.
After 5 or 6 seconds stepping into the water, you notice that your boots start to have like you can hear a soft sizzling, and you can see a like very soft foam starting to fill around your legs, but no pain. You don't feel any pain.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
But you can definitely tell that the water is acidic. Some form.
Do we see anything happen? Like,
You see bubbles, probably.
Yeah.
If you're paying
You'll see
attention.
just soft foaming around his legs and a
Well,
soft
don't go in the
sizzling
water.
sound.
they won't see my legs though. They're just seeing the water.
You see the surface of the water with it, yeah.
Wouldn't they see holes where your legs would be?
No,
Since there's an absence of water where you're at, even though your legs are invisible, wouldn't there be an absence of water?
They can see where his legs are.
Yeah, so I guess you would see these hollow holes
That'd
in
be
the
weird.
water.
That'd be
I
weird.
didn't even think about that. Yeah. Okay.
You would see where he's displacing the water.
Eureka!
I'm deciding on whether or not it's worth just going for it. Because I'm very interested in this hole where the water is coming from.
You guys want to head down that way?
That's alright, there's no water.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mm.
Who's sizzling? Why are you still in there?
No, I've already walked out. I should have said that. Sorry.
Oh. Well, yeah.
You notice that there's not really any damage to your armor. It's just that there is a light amount of
Small
acidity
amount
to
of
the
acidity
water
to the water.
that is, if you were in the water for hours, yes, you would see a detrimental effect to whatever's in the water.
Okay, I walk in to see judge the
Very
depth.
diluted acid.
Yeah.
Think of that.
I walk in again and to try and judge how deep it is,
It's about a foot.
and start walking
At the
towards
deepest.
that. So right there, it's a foot.
Yeah, the deepest point in the water is
And
about a
how
foot
low is this opening where the water's coming?
Still
from?
about 10 feet to the
Oh,
ceiling.
okay. I thought it was like.
It's
about
not like a
water
little
level.
tiny narrow thing. No,
Okay.
it's just an open like crevice.
Yeah,
in
so
the
you
cavern.
just see these, what looks like
Splashes.
not even splashes so much because I'm just waiting. I'm not like moving quickly.
Okay.
But you see these, the absence of water just like moving towards the hole in the wall.
Oh, you just shot one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this?
No, I'm not really
Alright, I guess we're just going around.
So are we going in the hole or my vote is up. That way when we get tired we can just come down.
Remember what we talked about with no stone left unturned, so to speak, and checking everything out?
Yeah, if it's not food, I'm not really interested in it.
Whoa, it's only food. I thought it was food and women.
Maybe there's women.
I jump in the water and go running past him.
You're right, we just left one back there. Oh, damn it!
You didn't even get the chance to offer.
Darn.
No, Ham scared her off.
No, I scared the dwarf off.
She followed behind.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, we're gonna head into a room.
Okay.
In there.
He mentions there could be women, and I was like, oh, you're right, and I just go running in.
Are you guys staying?
We go with them. Let's go with them.
Yeah.
We'll go in.
Okay. I will get out of the water as soon as I possibly can, more or less. Just put us on the edge there, though, because and you can fit 2 per square.
Yeah. There we go. Like, where do we go together?
There aren't any women in here.
Damn it.
You lied, you stupid ghost!
He said
No.
there could be.
There could be.
There still could be.
There could be.
There might even be dead ones in the water.
Why would I want dead women? I'm trying to have them for
So-
my seeds.
As you guys enter into the get up onto the shore of this inner cavern here.
Just move over it.
As you guys get onto the shore of this inner cavern here, you guys notice that on the in the far back wall corner, like where that little right angle is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see what looks like worked stone
Okay.
that is offset, and what looks like almost like a passage door, like a secret door that's been opened.
Okay.
Oh, look! Somebody tried to turn the stone! You just said no stone left unturned!
Are you gonna take everything like literal?
That's.
I didn't literally take it. I left it back there. I figuratively brought it here with me.
Okay. I'll walk up over there and take a look
And
at
the
it.
stone, as you get closer, you notice that the stonework looks like water has been running down it.
Okay.
Looks wet.
I'm not like all the way. I'm just like kind of that square right there. Yeah.
And how close do you get to it? Are you gonna go up and like
Five.
walk through it, or
5 feet ish. So you can move me up a little more.
okay?
the
Once
squares are 10 feet.
once you get to
So-
about 5 feet from it, you notice that both sides of it just melt off the wall,
Uh huh.
and they turn into what looks like liquid stone
Okay.
in a serpent-like shape.
Okay.
And they both rear up and try to lash onto you,
Did they see me?
like try to bite you.
I'm still invisible.
Oh, you are. Shit.
And I was being all quiet like. I didn't roll,
Roll a
a stealth.
stealth.
I should have rolled a stealth.
Roll a stealth. Roll a stealth. I have to roll their perceptions.
I mean, I'm not exactly quiet. My
17.
clever giggles.
Because I have a +0 to my stealth.
I'm not very quiet either. I don't shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they could be reacting to the sound in the room. So.
Only one of them turns the liquid and strikes at you.
Okay.
But
Or in my
it still has
vicinity.
disadvantage because you're invisible.
Quick, take this and flee.
It's dangerous. Take this. 6.
So
I don't want your wee weapon.
does a 9 hit?
Nope.
Okay. So you see this, what looks like a snake serpent-like liquid stone rear up and lash at you, but you step aside just in time for it to kind of slop against the ground. And the other one turns to liquid at that point, and they're both start moving toward the rest of you. And at this point, yes, you guys all see this because you all have torchlight or something like that. So
Initiative?
everyone roll initiative.
5. That's a 5. The tube is on the far side there.
I got
So did I. What's your dex?
I got a 9. I thought I was doing one.
Oh yeah, you beat me. I'll be after you.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I mean, liquid stone? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we all rolled single digits.
Which means I get go first.
Probably.
Possibly. So,
Let's see how they roll. Would you like me to roll for them? For their initiative?
it's just one.
Well, it doesn't matter because.
On both?
Well, if I'm only taking one,
All right.
the other one was. I mean, it was a.
Well, we're doing
it was a
initiative.
14,
If anybody
Semantics.
has proficiency in nature, they can roll a check. To see
I'm not
what-
proficient.
Nope.
We lost our druid.
Yeah, we
How
lost
do
our druid.
How? But
Or-
I'm an
or-
outlander
wait.
though, so.
I said, or you can roll an intelligence check
Okay.
at disadvantage.
Wait, man, the one time Travis was here.
And that's, so my second roll was a 16.
My disadvantage.
My
Woohoo!
disadvantage was a 16.
I'll still take it.
For an intelligence, right?
Yeah.
16, 16,
18.
18.
Because the first one
7.
was a 19
Okay.
with the +1.
Anybody that got above 12 knows that these are what is considered a gray ooze.
Ooh.
I've been
They are in the same class of creature as a gelatinous cube or black pudding, any of the ooze type creatures. Alright,
Me too!
so 25 to 20.
Yeah, they take first round.
They take
Yeah,
Yeah, they sure
they
do.
did. They got a 13.
Everybody's sitting around going, what the fuck is that? Oh, shit.
Shit!
That's attacking, that's what I did. That's not good.
Yeah, it's actually the lowest I've rolled. Well, no, because last week
This
I
is
had
the
a,
lowest.
I had
an 8
a, I
is the
had
lowest I've rolled.
a, I had a 2
Okay.
last week.
So I guess 10 to 5,
9, 11.
9, 11.
What are you?
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so then it's
Your rolls are terrible.
Sapphire. It's Sapphire is a 5, and I was a 5, but she has the higher dex. So Sapphire, then me, then Biz. Dear Lord, dear sweet Lord, baby Jesus.
Dear Arterial, please
Alright.
do not let me die.
So, on the ooze's turn,
Please don't.
okay, so on the first round, this one is going to move 10 feet that way. And this one is going to try and take another swing at you, Christian.
My direction.
Yes. is going to be this.
Okay.
2.
Oh my lord.
jeez.
All right. What am I holding on for?
Hold
Rhea, your turn.
Exactly. Okay. Let's just see if I can light it on fire. Let's throw switch right on it.
Scorching ray. Which one?
This one.
Closest one?
Yes.
Okay. 20 to hit. That hits.
All right.
And only takes 6 points.
6 points of damage. Alright, you see it hit, and it does damage, but it doesn't do as many as you.
Keep going.
It doesn't do as much damage as you thought.
Fire, moving up to the
That was your first one.
No.
What'd you get?
A 1?
Oh shit.
I'm standing
Roll
in
a
front of you.
d20.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
13?
13. Okay. It streaks past it, it hits the opposing wall where it was before.
Okay.
You did not hit Christian.
I love you, Christian, I promise, I really do.
Okay, third attack. 18 hits.
7.
7 points. Okay. Alright. Alright. Nick, your turn.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's already blazing because I've been using this
I know.
so I don't have to scream banana damage. This is you, right?
Yes,
I don't
that is
see
me.
You're the one with the shield.
You don't
Right.
see me.
No, I was just making sure that I didn't see him up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's easy.
Yes. Yes. I forgot we had those. We need to use them.
We used to just put these over miniatures. and
Right.
they were invisible.
Oh, I was like, I wonder when
He
like
actually-
apparently it's been
He
like
actually
this.
printed us
Around
some actual indicator rings, so it'll actually say more or less, and it's the right size to fit. If you,
It'll actually fit around the base.
yeah, if you can't get it past the sword, just pick the guy up and set it inside.
There we go.
Or,
Got it.
All right. In normal Jorgen fashion, I'm going to run to the opposite end of where all of the enemies are. Unfortunately, I may go through Christian
Well,
because I tried to run past all of the enemies, so they turned to fight me. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know that Christian is there.
so are you going directly for that one in the corner?
No, I'm going to try to get behind it. You know how usually do I like run under the legs or run?
So
whatever?
this is like a, think of it like a liquid circle.
yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't have legs.
So
Okay. Then
you
I'll
can't go
just
under it or anything, you can go around it.
whatever. I got enough movement. I'm just going to the other side of it.
So you just tuck yourself in the corner right behind it.
My normal is 45.
That tickled a little bit
Yeah, 45.
as you ran
Okay.
between my legs.
As you run, Christian,
It does.
roll a dexterity save
Okay.
to try and dodge him.
Dodge or
charging
let
at
him.
you.
Okay, yeah, sure. Where's my dex? Oh, don't have dex. 18.
18.
Yeah.
Yes, you were
So,
able to dodge.
It's not
just
so
enough.
much of a dodge as much
you
as
feel,
I.
You feel. Do you have a cloak or anything
Yeah.
that you wear?
Yeah.
So you feel the swoosh of fabric past your face as you run.
It's
Up
basically
to the
between my legs.
You're what?
Yeah.
Because I'm also
You
7 foot
basically
11.
just lifted a leg to like let
Yeah.
him pass by.
Anyways, I'll attack them.
Okay.
Because I am facing the direction that he was coming to,
So
so
let's see here.
I potentially would have seen it.
22 is my lowest.
Bam.
Okay, that hits.
Alright, so hit. Does it take extra damage from fire? Well, I guess that doesn't really matter. Do you need me to tell you fire damage separately?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one does 9 normal and 3 fire.
9 normal, 3 fire.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's... Okay.
And then the second one does 11 normal and 5 fire.
Okay. You definitely notice that you damaged this one with those 2 attacks.
Okay.
But you notice that most of the damage was done by you just hitting. Your fire didn't affect it as much as you thought it would.
Okay.
Fire no good.
Anyways, Sapphire.
Kill it till it's dead.
I'm just gonna cast magic missile.
Okay, which one?
The one closest to me. Just
Okay. You don't have to roll attack.
Yeah. Magic
It's an
missile.
automatic hit.
Automatically hits.
Sorry.
Just roll damage.
So it's 3 missiles.
3
Right.
missiles, 1d4 plus 1 each.
Right. And so you can target them at different ones or all on one.
Okay.
So 2 more.
Oh, that's nice.
So 11 points of damage. Okay. Chris.
Okay. The one that's by me and Nick.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast. Hex on the one that's closest to me and yes, that one.
Yes. And Chris is no longer invisible.
Yep. And then so remind me real quick. What exactly did
You can attack twice.
So I'm gonna attack him with my scimitar of sharpness.
But only with your pack.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it means, right?
Yes.
That's what it
First one misses.
is. What'd you get?
5.
Just 5 straight?
Wow. So 13.
You hit.
Okay. We'll go with that. Sorry. I always assume.
Unless you...
Out of yours,
Basically, here's how it goes. Unless you get a natural 1, always call out what you hit. Because you never know.
10 points of damage. from
Okay.
that first hit.
Do you do any bonus damage because of your hex?
Yes. So I gotta remember what that is.
I think it's
An extra
1d6
D6,
necrotic.
So. Oh,
So 11 points damage?
no. Isn't that the other one? Because I'm attacking the one he attacked.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
I don't want you to end up killing off one before you mean to.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm attacking again. 16?
16 hits.
13.
13?
Yes. Steve.
You see it, like, almost unable to hold its form.
Okay.
Like, it's sort of like attempting to keep itself solid-ish, but it's sort of like flowing off of itself. Almost like it's weakening.
Okay.
Jesse.
Alright, so I'm gonna pull up my mace and try out the tool, which is light and celestial. And I'm gonna run up to this first one right here and attack it with my mace.
Okay.
It's now flanked, isn't it?
Yeah, my thing for mace.
It's not considered flanked because
Our attention is
Nick
focused
is
elsewhere,
focused on the other
Fair
one,
enough.
and it's not actually
That's right.
threatened by him at this point.
He's threatened by me. Meow. That is 9.
9 hits.
Woohoo!
Dang. A whole lot of not ass.
And it takes 6 points of bludgeoning and 2 fire.
6 points of bludgeoning and 2 fire.
Yes.
No, I pulled
'Kay.
all my stuff from my other character, and my character had fire damage on her other on the crossbow. I just pulled over, so.
All right. Now it's the Ooze's
I
turns.
Bonus section.
Oh.
Spiritual weapon.
Okay. Your
Damn, I didn't think about that.
your lantern flail appears wherever
I'm gonna
you have
put
it in range.
Yeah, so I'm gonna lantern flail right there. Close enough to attack that guy.
Okay.
Dice. It is gone.
It's morning.
Gonna try and roll more d20s. Or more 20s.
Okay. Let's.
Only we're that easy.
Ooh.
Yeah, plus, wait, it's plus my yes spell casting modifier, yeah?
Yes.
Spell tag modifier. 9.
9 hits.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
I gotta go back and remember my
Damage. D8.
Roll
Plus my modifier.
d8.
No, it's not.
Alright. 10 damage.
10 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right. It is down.
Wait.
It melts into a grayish liquid that just sits on the floor.
Puddle of goo.
Well, the plus side about spiritual
Yeah, that's true. It is.
No cleanup?
I didn't even think about pulling my spiritual weapon out. I should have done that.
All right. So the remaining ooze is it is going to make an attack against Jessie because she's the only one that's hit it.
Hold it for
No,
you.
you hit it. You hit the.
You
Did
hit
you?
the other one.
Yeah, you did hit that one.
That one hit, and
But
Priya
she's the
also-
closest.
Yeah, I'm the closest.
That is a 16 to hit.
No.
All right. Okay.
I have squishy hit points, but I'm pretty armor.
Yeah, my armor was legit. 18
All right. Bria.
Put her right in my crossbow. And then it's bonus action. So it's right in front of her.
Okay.
What are the different
I'm like, oh no, that'd be my favorite. Because mine's going to.
Mine's like a giant morning star.
Okay.
Yes. It's big. And
Morning Star. Is it on a really short piece? It kind of glows green.
Never mind, I got it. That took me a second. Shut up. I was like, wait a second. Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
That was terrible. I'm like, wait. What? Okay.
What?
It's a really short handle.
Those places where it doesn't belong?
No, that's exactly where it belongs.
No, it does not belong there. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. No touching.
17 to hit. Sorry, 16 to hit.
16 to hit. That hits.
58. Woo! Roll that on an 8. 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage.
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
I mean,
Nick.
All right. I turn back around and make sure I get this thing flanked in between her and I.
It is flanked.
Ah!
Advantage on your attacks.
All right. So first attack roll then. 24.
That hits.
The second one is going to be 19.
That hits.
All right. So first one does 11 normal and 3 fire.
And it is dead.
And the overkill one does.
You're
He's
just
all like,
sitting
Your
there.
second swing just splatters the goo that's laying on the ground.
Ah,
That brings
I'm
me
so glad I brought
to
this
the
far
turn.
back.
ah.
Pound goo.
Ew.
I just cleaned this.
I mean, we could clean you up.
If it was sand, then I could
All
have
right.
said pound sand, but
So, as you guys are,
Are you gonna?
as you guys finish off the last one,
that's very earthy flavor.
No, I was going to say I hold up my axe and go to cast prestidigitation to clean it and shoot sparks out of my fingers instead. Oh, that's not it. And then
Alright.
clean it all off. I noticed your little one isn't here today.
so as you guys are finishing off the last one, from right in the middle of that land area, you notice on the ceiling a point maybe this big around in the ceiling that comes down like a little stalagmite.
Stalactite.
Or stalactite, yes,
They
because
hold
it's hanging
tight
from
to
the ceiling. Yes.
Yeah.
and use their might.
You
to force
see
the ground.
you see chunks of the ceiling break out as it shifts and drops to the ground, and you see this right in the middle of this room
Oh, hooray!
pop down from the
Ogres.
ceiling.
we found the woman.
Are you gonna ask it to let you implant its seed in it?
No.
That's a first.
Not only no, but
And
hell
guess,
no.
and guess how lucky you guys are. It rolled a natural 1 on its initiative.
Oh god. Are we still holding our?
Existing.
Yes,
Okay.
Okay.
because it is still within combat.
So that was a Jorgen. So now it is a Sapphire.
Do we have a miniature out there for the new thing?
Um,
What a pony! What a pony!
it looks
What a
so
pony!
it looks like
That's so hard.
it looks like a stalagmite with tentacles and a mouth and an eye.
It's a pony!
Stony too.
It looks stony,
Looks like stony.
but it has a squishy eye and a big mouth.
And tentacles.
No, we
So-
put a pony.
Just leave the phone. Okay.
Put a pony.
Got it.
Spray poison from his eye.
It's a stone pony.
Don't know till you try.
Okay.
Shoot poison spray.
Poison spray.
Just make it a attack roll.
Check here. Okay. Well, does it need to make a?
So wait, who did it
It's-
land?
It
Who
don't.
did it land
don't-
in front of?
It has to make a con save.
Con save.
11.
What is your spell save DC?
Yeah.
Your DC is 14.
14. It makes the save.
Alright. Does that mean it takes half damage? I don't know.
I think it's just
It takes half the damage.
Okay.
Wait, is it a cantrip?
Yes.
It takes no damage. Unless you get a specific ability as a sorcerer for empowered cantrip or something like that. Then,
Right.
then it basically makes it like a normal spell. It takes half damage. Anyways. Alright. Chris.
Since my hex was on the other one and now it's dead, I moved my hex to said
Zerobar.
yes, 0 bar.
Looks like a phone with a palette.
And then I'm gonna cast
An elephant pony with a collar.
Eldritch Blast at it.
Eldritch Blast?
Oh my god.
Ooh, sweet.
I like how we all still
25.
25!
25 hits.
I hope so.
No, that one particular number missed.
24 hits. So.
That would be 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage?
Yes.
Alright.
Oh wait, I have to also cast my or use my or is that only on physical attacks?
What? For
My
hex?
Hex.
Your hex, I believe it
can't-
does it for any attack you make
Let's
against the
look
creature.
at the
Any damage you do.
Yes, it does. Okay. Ah, 6.
So an extra 6?
Yep.
Okay. Jesse.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Alright. Roll for your attack.
Uh, 10.
10 does not hit.
Okay, well I'm gonna move.
It just strikes against its like stony exterior and just puffs with
Okay,
flame.
I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon over to it and
Okay.
attack with that.
Alright.
That's a good plan.
21.
21 hits.
Well, I'm in melee range with it still because it dropped right in front of.
Me and her.
Okay.
Oh,
My
I don't want
thingy.
to move.
No shit.
I seem to recall certain other members of our party
Oh, I know.
losing their lives because of one of these things.
11 points of bludgeoning damage.
11? Okay. Alright. It is the roper's turn.
Some of the ditches.
Please don't hit me.
I feel.
This is gonna be insane. Okay. It is going for. Let's see. So, Jesse, yours is the painted one.
Yep, I'm painted.
So it's gonna go for you. Bria, yours is my
And one
Rowan
literally
miniature.
right in front of it.
Okay, it's gonna go for you. It's gonna go for Chris's character and for Sapphire. The four closest to it, basically. Alright, first one. So it's lashing its tendrils at you.
Is Chris sitting up the
Yes.
So it's us.
It has a reach of 50 feet. Alright, so first one is against Jesse's character. That is a 26 to hit.
Actually, no, that doesn't hit.
Okay,
That specific attack.
all right,
does
so
not
it
hit.
lashes you, and you are considered grappled.
How many damage did I take? Or am I just...
Wait, sorry, I'm reading here. Okay, hit target is grappled. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained and has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. and the roper can't use the same tendril on another target. Okay.
Good news, guys. this
So
one's
you're
really
considered restrained. Anyways, second attack. That's 18 versus Bria.
It ties.
Okay, you're considered restrained. Christian.
That's in that 20. I'm definitely.
That 20. Yeah, you are fucking tied up. And Sapphire.
Actually, hold on.
What?
No, you're not invisible.
No, not the invisibility, but it attacked.
Yeah. You can use
That was
it.
your view?
Yeah,
Well-
straight up.
I think it's if you take damage.
Oh, so is this
I
not a
think that's
damaging
the
attack?
trigger for it.
It is. That is.
So if you
this is
take
not a
damage,
damaging
then you
attack.
can use it.
Strength check.
And against Sapphire, it is a 19 hit. Hits?
Yeah.
Okay. So all four of you are grappled.
Okay.
It is now going to reel you in.
Okay.
Ah!
So move me closer.
And so everyone moves up to 25 feet straight toward it, or
Everybody's
up to
at
it.
him.
Yeah,
Everybody's
I
at him. Yeah.
And then
Basically,
he is
except for
going to make one bite attack. Let's see. The bite attack is going to go to. Let's see. It's gonna be Christian. He's the one that did damage to it.
I did damage too. Well, my
I didn't
my-
touch
Okay, go for your attack.
Okay, how about this?
Cocked.
That was cocked.
Roll again.
Yeah, it's actually going for Jesse.
I figured.
All right,
It would have
so
won if it had hit me.
it's going to
It
bite
doesn't.
against you. That is a 19 to hit,
Not by much, just by one.
Yes.
and you take 22 points of piercing
Oh!
damage as it chomps down on you,
Nom 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 nom.
trying to eat you.
22?
You were down to. Yeah, 22.
Now, restrained, does that mean we can't move arms or grappled, I should say?
So
You're down to 9 points.
you're at disadvantage on strength check and strength saving throws. You can't move,
Right.
but you can try to
Physically
break
bloody.
loose.
So we can't attack.
No, because you're tied up.
I'm looking physically rough.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a bite out of her,
That hurt.
and it is now Bria's turn.
And. to
All
get
you
out
can
of-
do is try and do a strength.
If
check.
you
That's
have
what
to
I
you have to do a strength check to break out.
And you're at
but you're at
disadvantage.
disadvantage on that roll.
I'll do that.
Go back to the first page. Is no.
Stupid smelly monkeys.
That's worse. We still stuck.
Okay.
I still can't use my foot, and I still can't use my spiritual weapon. Okay. No.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah, you can. Okay.
It's not grappled.
Yeah, that's right.
And it hasn't. Wait. Spiritual weapon is concentration, isn't it?
I think so. I think so.
Jesse, you need to roll me.
See if you held on
No,
to it.
it's there.
It's
Is
just
it?
there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I was just making sure.
Yeah, it's just there.
All right.
Nope.
Teabag.
Nope.
Damn.
So you swing your spiritual weapon at it, does nothing. Okay.
That's you.
Nick.
I need your mixer stuff. Find me. Ah, looks like all of my friends are tied up.
The one just got a bite taken out.
Yeah, I battle
I can't
rage.
save her.
Okay.
And then I run right behind it.
You are not at advantage right now.
Yeah, well, I didn't think
Just
so.
so you know.
But this is going to be a very effective attack. All I have to do is hit.
Okay.
All right, so
Nice.
both attacks. 16.
Nope.
Yeah, both missed. God damn it.
Your strikes just graze upon its stone exterior.
God damn it. All I had to do was hit. There you go. Because if I had hit, then it would have been a disadvantage to hit anybody, and they all would have gained resistances to damage.
Damn.
Damn it! So that was a higher level in sorcery right now.
Sapphire. We'll try and break loose. So roll a strength check at disadvantage.
Dose 20.
Take the lowest number. 11.
You're my first follower.
11.
See, I figured since they're
Fortunately,
usually
you're
watching
unable to
Twitch,
break
that I could
loose.
watch Mixer, that way if somebody pops off, I can
And
check
because
that.
you are restrained, you are unable to use the
That's great.
somatic component of your spells. Your hand gestures to make your spells work.
When you look up your spells,
What about touch?
Wait, did you make
Touch I think that's the somatic component, is the touch.
does it have somatic?
It depends on the spell. If you just want to look up the spell that you want to cast. And if it says verbal and somatic, then the somatic you currently can't do.
So there's glasses out.
So, if it has S for its components,
V/S.
Alright, so somatic means you have to move, which you're unable to do right now.
Because you're currently
V is
restrained.
verbal and M is material component. So you wouldn't be able to do it for either one of those. So essentially you'd have to pull out a small piece of cured leather and do something with it.
Well,
That's alright. I'm a cleric.
So are we! Just get us freaking loose!
my turn.
Let's see. Did you want to try anything else? Okay. Chris, yeah, it's your turn.
Damn it! It uses all three. Fuck. That would have been an interesting thing to have happen if it would have worked, though. Okay, so yeah, but try and break free, I guess.
Okay.
And fail miserably at it.
No shit, right?
So
You'll die, and Jorgen will go find new people to hang with.
that's a 14.
14?
Yeah, because I have -1 on my strength.
14 does not break loose yet. So close.
What did I need?
15.
Shit.
Is
It
the
was a
DC.
15, but with the -1. God damn it.
I don't even know that yet.
Ugh.
Yeah, we didn't know that yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do with your turn? That was your action.
That was my action.
I hate that all of these have, the only ones that have like V are like bullshit. Fairy fire. I mean, thaumaturgy works too, but
It don't do damage.
it doesn't do damage. We're screwed.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, what is. Oh, what's this do?
We can make it blind.
I'm gonna cast True Strike on it with my.
Oh, I actually have it blindness.
Does it have a somatic component?
I don't have that one.
To
Oh,
cast
never
it?
mind. That's all it was. I thought it was just verbal. My bad. Never mind.
'Kay.
Because I thought it was verbal. So if it was verbal, wait, what's the M part of it?
Material.
Yeah.
Which would still require movement, even.
You'd
though-
still have to be able to get your material
Yeah.
out.
I've got massive delivery, I've got big delivery. Those are both verbals, and they're both
Damn it, I
verbals.
can't use that because I don't have it yet. If I had that, I would just do it and then be out. And I wouldn't have even had to struggle.
Really?
Misty Step.
Oh,
Just been like,
well, we're not that level anymore.
I know. We dropped down. So yeah, no, I don't do anything else.
Okay.
Jesse.
Jesse, you're up.
Alright, so quick question. Am I
Yeah.
able to use the word as like my action and then use my spiritual weapon as my bonus or
Isn't that still a bonus, technically, anyways?
Yeah, you just use one with your action, one with your bonus action.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Healing.
Even if they both say they use the bonus action, you can use a bonus action
as an action.
as an action.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm healing word
Rest in
myself.
peace. Thanks, jerk.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast healing word at 3rd level.
3rd level, okay?
Because I'm hurting.
Do it.
And it's hungry.
That might help. Alright, so share
Oh no, but I don't like
4d4 for each
use my strength.
Alright, so 14. So I heal 14 for that, and then I will use my spiritual weapon to attack it.
Oh, I see. She's willing to fuck that guy, but not this guy. I don't understand that.
We didn't say we would fuck you. And she's a dude.
Chipani. That just means that he can't carry the seed. I mean,
27. Okay, alright, so I'm gonna roll.
well, I guess it's not true. Because technically he can carry the seed down places, but
Nice.
Alright,
Plus
so
your attack.
25 to hit.
You hit.
Yeah.
She's like, don't you touch me there!
That's my no-no spot.
That's my no-no spot.
She's touching my special area. 8?
Please, show me on the doll where the roper touched you.
Alright.
Here. Really? All of this area? It's easier. Let me show you this video from Japan.
Wow.
Dear God, that was great.
Just wow.
We are terrible people, and it's amazing.
Alright.
Roper's turn.
Roper's going to try for another bite.
I know.
On her?
Yeah.
On Jesse?
Oh, well,
Yeah, because it's still trying to eat
it's
her.
Oh my gosh.
Does a 10 hit?
No!
You're able to wiggle past its bite just enough.
You're just all wiggle, 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 wiggle. No!
Okay.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Bria. Bria, your turn.
God. Let's try to break loose. No, should we try to blind it first?
Well, I mean, it knows we're here because it's kind of.
Where are you standing?
I'm trapped with you!
No, I understand that. So I'm.
I'm
Yeah,
right
you're
for the
yeah.
eyeball.
Blind the crap out of it. Do it.
That's me a constitution.
Oh. 15.
Wait a second, that's not great. I have the
Yeah.
not that.
Isn't it crazy?
Door.
Stop being stupid! Hold on, it went away. What'd you say it rolled?
15.
Okay, so it literally. It's high.
There goes the roller.
So it's not blank.
Okay, whatever, we're still gonna hit it with my
It
stroke.
reacts a
it
little bit.
blinked.
It's like ah!
It blinked just in time.
We're trying to hit it with my stroke.
For the camera. Oh, man, please.
Hit it.
That hits.
Yeah, bitch.
Right in the eyeball.
In the eyeball!
Oh.
Aww. 8.
8?
Yeah. Just stab it, Ned.
All right.
I would probably start screaming out to my god, though. Be like, look at here, Arterio. Why are you gonna let me die now? Haven't I done good for you? I mean, had some faults, but for the love of fucking God, come on.
For the love of you!
I literally will say that.
Roll a percentage dice.
Roll a 42.
63?
63?
Yeah.
No response.
Huh?
No,
No
response.
He's still
Tell
mad
him
at
you-
you.
He's still mad at me?
Like, I mean, come on!
He's still mad
Actually,
at me.
really quick, roll a perception check.
Oh god.
It's a high DC though, so just roll good if you can.
No. 16.
16?
Yeah.
You hear very, very quiet, whispered laughter.
See, I told y'all, he's a jerk.
We have another deity that you could follow instead and probably would love you that much better.
The blue stag!
But he does love you. When I do good for him, I guess.
Yeah.
I've been listening to him since I was like
Nick, you're up.
6 months.
Let's see if I can hit this bastard this time.
Do it, do it,
Oh,
do it.
please let me hit this bastard.
Yeah, hit it.
Well, I got a natural 20 and a 26.
Dang.
26 is my lowest.
Both hit.
Okay.
Booyah!
Alright, so. Now, he's at disadvantage to attack anybody but me, and everybody else gets resistances to damage.
Okay.
See, he does it.
Just not in the way you might have wanted.
Okay, so my damage is the normal attack. Damn it.
You can just. This is just straight damage. You can just add just.
Straight damage? Okay. So. 23?
For the first hit.
How many?
Yeah, 23 for the first hit.
Hey.
And then this is the one that gets double for the crit. Right? That 20?
Yeah. Double the dice or just multiply it by 2.
I'll just double the dice. Or you multiply it. So 16. 22.
22.
Well,
Let my friends go.
Its health is the
Let
answer to
my
the universe.
people go.
42.
All right,
No, I doubt it.
Sapphire.
Did he?
What's the answer to the universe?
Oh, 42.
Really, all I can do is try to get out, right?
Yeah,
I'm just sitting there.
It's an option.
it is an option. We hit it.
It's because you had alternate ways of hitting it.
Yeah, we were like, no.
Maybe it's a
Break
slug.
loose.
Piss on it.
Can I have one?
Unfortunately, it's just too strong for you.
Do not have any.
Your strength modifier is 0? Yeah. Dang. How is yours? What's it? 2. I'm not strong.
I'm very smart. I'm very charismatic.
I'm
All
very
right.
smart and charismatic.
Chris.
My strength is still a 2.
So, I kind of forgot about this earlier,
Okay.
but we're just gonna go with it.
15, 16, 13, 12, 19, 18.
Necrotic Shroud.
Are those like your bonus for being your
DC,
type?
save.
You have a lot better stats than I do.
What kind?
I mean, yeah. 15,
Charisma.
13, 12,
Charisma save?
Oh yeah!
18, 15, 15,
So
13, 8,
it got
13.
a 5.
He's not very smart.
Oh, yeah.
You
Not
got
very
a
wise.
5?
I've got a
Yep.
13.
Yeah, it's frightened and has to move away from me now.
I have
So I guess
Well, it's frightened of you till the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
Wisdom is book smart.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm more book smart.
I'm
and which means it can't get any closer to me.
You're right next to it.
I know.
It can't get any closer to you.
What are you doing?
Stop trying to
Yeah,
climb into
but
your mouth.
couldn't it technically drop me because it's now frightened of me?
No. Doesn't have
It's
to.
so frightened that it won't let go.
You have the chronic shroud. I'm right next to you. Do I have
Now, if you had done the
Yeah,
chronic
actually,
shroud further away,
you need to do a DC save, and you need to do a DC save, and you need to do a DC save.
For what? What are we rolling?
Charisma.
We have
roll a
to-
charisma save, Jorgen.
What?
Jorgen does too. Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Because
all
the
do.
chronic shroud went off, and you're within range.
Charisma save?
Yeah,
26.
you're fine.
19.
Unless you're
How much?
19.
You're fine. You're fine.
Isn't it part of your range? You're just frightened of him as he does it.
We're gonna leave.
Unnaturally, just like, what the fuck?
What demon are you?
His eyes went black when things came out. But they're still restrained.
Well, they're not of this plane, so
Oh,
technically
right,
they're.
his spectral wings.
Yeah.
His black spectral wings.
I will probably no. I probably in fear of that.
Page 11. If you're in the. Oh, no, you're in the player's handbook.
I mean, I just kind of had to, because that's an action, so.
Because I throw a fork at Jesse. I mean, I held your hand on Saturday.
I mean,
We're past that moment.
but we're to the hand holding stage.
Yeah. I'm spoony. It's
Oh.
cool.
Cool. Also,
It does not give you anything. What did I have to roll?
Con save.
charisma save.
Charisma save.
A +1.
15?
You don't make it.
You just barely missed.
You're now scared of me.
That's it, gotta kill you next. That's not
Yet
right.
you don't want to get any closer to him right now.
That's alright, I'll throw my flames on.
Okay.
That counts as an action, correct?
Yes, it
Yes,
takes your
okay.
action to use it. So, that's your turn, I guess.
This is normal.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just double checking something else. Okay. Because next time I can actually attack it. But it also might hurt me.
Okay. Jesse. You're up, Jesse.
Alright. I'm pretty good on health right now, so I think I'm gonna attempt to break through.
Do it.
Roll a strength check.
You break free.
With disadvantage.
You break free.
Eight.
Queen is like my
Got
Alright,
an
so
8.
Yeah, so
Bohemian
I'm
Rhapsody.
still stuck.
Still stuck.
but I'm gonna hit him with my weapon.
Did you know that music video?
Nat 20!
Nice.
So they originally released that video in the United States first on MTV, and it got banned because they thought it was too risque. And he had such a hard time with that because he's like, "It's the United States. They're not a bunch of prudes like they are over here. What the hell?"
14 damage.
From your
Nat 20.
from what
My spiritual
spiritual
weapon.
weapon? Nice.
Okay. Roper's turn again.
You say the Groper's turn?
I mean, that's what it's doing. So gonna bite again.
The Rock of Tentacle Porn is going to try and take a bite out of Jesse again.
Remember, disadvantage.
Yep. Roll again. Yeah.
What was the lowest?
It's a 9.
Nice.
So 16 to hit.
It misses.
Okay.
It sure does.
Barely misses.
Thank goodness.
All right. Bria, you're up.
Man, this guy's breath stinks.
My ancestors are teabagging this guy right now.
I'm trying to break free.
You just see a bunch of spiritual, like spirit formed barbarians just like
19
all
try to
over
break
this
free.
thing.
19 to break free.
19 to break free.
You break free.
Yes! It can be done.
be done.
Wait, no, it's blink.
Alright, let's try to hit this thing with my
Ooh,
spiritual
yeah.
weapon.
You from your perspective, you have advantage on any attack you make. Your spiritual weapon does not.
Damn. Oh, well, I had to restart with my crossbow because I got stuck in this thing, right?
Yep. Hodor.
Hodor?
Hodor.
Hold the door.
Hold the door! Oh, I did not think about it. I had done 3.
Saddest moment.
I'm free! Crap!
That's-
What am I gonna do now?
That's
The most tear-jerky moment of all of Game of Thrones.
Tear-jerky moment of all Game of
I
Thrones.
cried.
I don't care what anybody else
Okay,
says.
well, we're gonna cast guiding bolt on it.
Nice.
Point blank guiding bolt. Got
Boom!
Oh,
Right in its mouth.
Is
Although
it-
that might hit Pan, so maybe not.
Well,
Is Pan in its
regardless,
mouth?
it was my lowest was a 17, and like plus everything else. So I'm sure I hit that bitch. So hold on.
Do some
That
math.
would be really embarrassing.
If I didn't,
With
So,
a 17 and you still didn't
Well,
hit.
I just made she's like
24.
standing right in front of it.
24 to hit it with it.
You hit.
Duh.
She goes, fired off and it goes shoot behind her. Ow!
And the next person that takes an attack on it gets a hit on it. An
Advantage.
advantage on it. 10, 15, 19 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. And we're gonna try to smack it with the spiritual weapon.
Which has advantage? No. Because of a guiding bolt.
Oh
It
yeah!
does. Technically, it does.
Let's just roll this. Nope. Neither one of those hit. I had 3 and 4. I'm sure it did.
What's your total?
Plus 7.
11 and.
So no,
10.
it doesn't hit.
Yeah, I knew it didn't hit.
Okay. Nick, you're up.
It's glowing.
Oh, god damn it! Stop moving, rock! Gropey guy!
So
Bastard.
You have advantage on both your attacks.
I forgot
Say no.
about that because she's
Free!
She's
Yep.
blinking it.
all right.
Also, he's
So
glowing.
that would be 20, not natural for my first attack. Then.
Just barely hits.
All right, and the second one is a natural 20,
Okay.
so that one should hit. All right.
So they both hit.
Yes.
Smashy, smashy.
So the first one, the normal one, 19 points.
Anyone do this?
Well, softly, because I'm still in his hand.
Well, it's a rock thing, right?
Yeah.
You should just like, is the axe.
It's a stalactite with a maw and a single eye. A bunch of tentacles coming
Since
out
I'm
of the
attacking
base.
from behind, my axe should go through the back of its head into its mouth, and then it just crumbles around it.
And it does so.
Damn.
All the tendrils go slack, and everyone is free.
Woohoo!
Are you still really injured?
No, actually, I healed. I'm hurt, but I'm good. I'm like. I'm hurt.
You want me to help you? I don't get to use my spells very often.
Someone touch you.
I like that.
Sure.
Alright. Cure Wounds is 1d8 plus my Charisma modifier, right?
Yes.
He's like,
He
here,
he's
let me help you heal.
No, it's where it hurts. I mean,
Well,
it was
that's
a
better.
groper, but I don't.
Oh, that's better.
Anyways, 9 points back.
Awesome.
I didn't take any damage from that.
You
At
suck.
all.
I didn't take damage. She sure did.
It chopped into her. I was like, ow!
You want to know how that battle could have gone a lot faster?
Drag it into water.
No. Its tendrils were attackable. You could have freed more people.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then I would have had to have not hurt it.
yeah. I mean, it still would have hurt it, just not.
No, it does no damage to the actual
Oh,
creature, but you
yeah.
can sever the tendril.
Well, my next attack, if we had gotten to me, was gonna be an unarmed strike, and I was gonna headbutt it. I mean, that's all I could do, aside from trying to escape.
Alright, so you guys are free.
Stabbed it in the eyeball.
Where would you guys like to go?
So what else is still back there? Was it like, you said it was like a secret pack?
Looked like it.
It looked like one until the oozes
Or
came off the wall and tried to kill you.
because they were trying to trap us.
Well, we learned that coming down here was probably not a good idea.
Yeah, there were no women.
I know. We ran into a woman, but she ran away. Well, I mean, she was really grateful. I paid her. Well,
And she still left?
technically, I paid the guy that was with her, but
You paid the pimp and you just.
Yes!
they were cooking. Speaking of which, I'm not very hungry.
Well, that's what you did for
Sniffing rocks.
eating gargoyle.
Do you guys want to take a closer look at the room?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Anybody that's checking it out, roll me an investigation check.
So, in good Jorgen fashion, this proved to be a strong enemy. I'm trying to find a chunk of it that I can eat.
Like it's really eye.
The only soft parts that you can find left of it are the tendrils and the eye.
I eat its eye.
It's.
I
Have
do
you ever
not
Have
have.
you ever had one of those like water balls?
Still, yes.
Like it's like the.
I've
like,
actually had octopus eye.
It's like that. It's
I
just
will like watch you
full
like try
fluid
to not
and
lose my life.
like it's like a thin membrane and full of fluid and protein.
It's a gusher.
Ew.
Or it's like,
never
or it's
eat
like
gusher
biting,
again.
or it's like
Big
it's biting into it. It's
You know
like
they
biting
make
into like a
adult
really
gushers now?
overripe peach that's really juicy.
They're alcoholic.
And just juice everywhere as you bite into it.
That's the
Yeah.
vegetation.
Adult.
They look like Tide Pods.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
like,
it's
as if
slightly
this doesn't
bland
freaking
with a
help
bitter
make
aftertaste.
Tide Pods a bigger problem.
My investigation
It
was
kind of,
saw that.
it's almost has like an earthy back, like in the back of your throat, kind of an earthy feel.
Yeah, that's what mine was.
I open my mouth and try to use Prestige Taste to change the flavor a little
Technically,
bit.
mine was
Palatable.
20 non-natural.
Slightly
forgot
sweet.
about
Yeah, mine's just straight 20, but I rolled a 20.
That's better. I got to remember to do that before I put it in my mouth.
20 non-natural in my investigation.
Okay.
19.
And
So-
a nat 20.
As you guys scour the room, you find that just strewn about the floor of this room, there are about I would say like a good softball-sized handful of semi-precious stones. Altogether, they're worth 1,800 gold.
How much really do you have?
that's good because I've got to replace the one for my point pouch.
I can only take probably half of them. So how much total? 1,800 gold, you said?
About 1,800 gold worth of precious
So-
stones.
I can take 900. Well, 900 worth, so just say split it in half. I don't know if they're worth both that.
I have a little bit of room left, but I mean.
I've got a lot of room.
Holds up my empty coat.
It's not a coat, it's a bathrobe.
Alright.
Bathrobe and loincloth.
So, do you guys head back to the main chamber?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
Guys, you back to the main chamber? Seems quiet.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Not yours, Anderson.
I don't know.
Probably Travis's.
Probably.
Down or up?
I think we should go up. It's easier to come down if we have to retreat.
Which way was up?
This way.
Okay. I'm gonna
Sure you
follow
don't wanna
behind
go down?
you. Brum, 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 brum. Psh.
Alright, so naughty today.
So, do you take off that way?
Well, I asked everybody before. Do we want to go up or no?
It's not very often you hear Jorgen ask. Normally I just go charging.
Let's go up.
Okay, you guys gonna go up to the northwestern room?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys come into the room and you notice the ledge with a crank-powered crane that's been set up for lowering heavy crates of treasure or items.
How far down is it?
15 feet.
Okay.
And it actually, you were at the, sorry, it did it weird to me. You're at the top
Right.
in this room,
Yeah.
not the
Yeah.
bottom.
Okay, so we went up
Oh.
the stairs. You went
You
into
You
drop
went
down.
up the stairs and it drops down 15 feet further into this
I gotcha.
structure.
So the crank is on our side then, right?
Yes,
The
and
lower
it
the
drops stuff down into the next room.
Everybody into the crank.
Can I go over to the crank? Or into the
Basket, crate, whatever.
Okay.
Get in the basket. It puts the lotion on the skin.
No, it does not!
I'm gonna look.
I don't want the hose again!
I'm gonna look at this thing before I get
There's
in
also a wooden ladder lashed to the edge
Yeah.
that people can climb down.
I'll climb down the ladder.
it. I was also well. Either way, I'm gonna look at this to see what kind of condition it's in.
Roll me a investigation check.
I'm gonna start climbing down the ladder.
Without checking to see if it's stable?
You make it down just fine. 18? Looks like it was built fairly recently.
What was
None of the wood
it?
seems like it's wearing out or rotting.
All right, I get in the elevator. Lower me down.
It's like think of it like a single large rope that tears into 4 onto a platform. Who all is taking a ride?
I
Me,
figured one at a
apparently.
time.
I'll go down the ladder.
You're going down the ladder. You make it just fine. Okay, so it's just you taking a ride.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your strength?
18.
18.
Whoops!
Yeah. So think of it this way: how the gearing and the pulleys work in this, it triples your strength. So yeah, you have no problem dropping him down. You don't even barely feel it. You're just like, and then he's down. Yeah. So anyways, what would you like to do to get down? Everyone else is down there.
Just don't.
jump.
Just
I do
don't.
an acrobatic flip off the top of it.
Don't look
An
up.
acrobatic flip? Okay, roll me
He
an
only wears a
acrobatics check.
loincloth and a bathrobe.
Oh, that's right.
Let's see here. 21? No, 23.
23?
Yes.
23, yes, you make it down. And only suffer 3 points of bludgeoning damage from the 15-foot fall.
That's hardly anything to me. 3 points is well worth a cool show like that.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that's
Right.
cool's what we're going with.
He flips down, lands on his feet. He's like, yeah, yeah. And he's like, has a slight limp because he tweaked an ankle.
You see this little coin purse flip out for a second, then come back in.
Oh my. I'm glad we weren't looking up.
So,
As I flip through the here, jingle, 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 jingle.
so as you guys venture forward into this next area, if you guys want to move your miniatures down a little bit.
Alright, we did.
Okay, there you go.
He took care of it for us.
you notice that there is
There's only 4. Ugh. Too many choices.
There's a fork in
Alright,
your road,
I'm gonna-
bro.
With 3. Wait.
That's not a fork.
you
that's a
notice that
tiny.
there is a thicker amount of mist that is built up in this area.
Okay.
It's about 3 feet thick. So
Oh,
Jorgen's
now I
under
can't
it,
It's like
see anything.
It's like thick soup.
and it looks like it's currently spilling out to the south, but accumulates a little bit thicker into the next 2 corridors ahead.
So it's coming from the water and going into the corridor.
So it's a lot. It's actually coming from where you were,
Yeah,
but it's thickening as you guys enter into this area. It's almost like, and you can definitely feel a shift of temperature.
Getting colder.
So as it cools in this moist environment, it mists.
Do I sense any undead?
No, you do not sense any undead in this area. It seems to just be a natural byproduct of
Yeah, I can
it
control
being
the
in a
undead.
swampy environment and being underground.
Ring of invisibility back on again,
Okay,
and I'm walking into this room over here. Like, I'll sneak you die.
Which
so
one?
I'm a stealth, straightforward from us.
This one?
Net 20.
really?
Yeah.
Damn.
AM is just gone.
All right, so
And that's without any. Well, I don't have anything for stealth anyway. So.
mist seeps into this room and keeps it filled to a depth of about 2 to 3 feet. Aside from the mist, the chamber appears empty.
Cast gust to see if
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Money, big money. That was. Where's my perception? Sorry.
Slime off of me.
Sorry, Matt. 18.
18 for your perception. As you walk around into this chamber and kind of look and see, and you're almost disappointed, you look down at the floor and kind of waft the mist out of the way to see if there's anything on the floor, and you notice that there are carvings and runes that have been carved into a large circle,
Okay.
about 20 feet wide, and it seems to be some sort of sigil that's been carved into the ground.
I do investigation to see if I
Roll an
recognize it.
arcane check.
Arcane. Woot! 17.
You recognize these arcane symbols to be something in the realm of teleportation,
Ooh, fancy.
but do not seem to be active at this time.
Okay, probably a good thing because otherwise, bye everybody.
From your knowledge, most likely there is some sort of command word that activates this runic circle.
Banana hammer.
Alright, while he's doing
Okay.
being all disappeared, I'm gonna come down and kind of check out the water to see if this water acidic like the rest of the water.
She wants to clean
I'll go
herself.
down there with you just to make
So
sure
you're
you're
going to the south?
Yeah.
Okay.
Test the waters here.
So, as you enter into the like where the bank sort of leads off, to your left as you enter here, you notice that on the island that's in the center of this water,
They're making cherry pie.
safe. You can't see the island, so.
It's right here.
Then you spelled out the word cherry.
you notice a large figure
On the island?
that's sort of like slumped over on this. It's not large as in like an ogre, like large as in like a large boulder almost. But it's you can see it moving, the silhouette of it from your light.
Beep, beep, beep.
Wide mode!
In a pros.
Or here?
Right.
like a rock column of a creature on the island across the way.
Tired of doing it still.
I'm just gonna kind of stay on the bank and test to see if there's some water or there's like the other things of water.
As you
Gonna check it outside.
okay, roll me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
6?
Yeah, 6.
Okay. So as you're testing and feeling around the water just to see if there's any acidic reaction, you don't notice any acidic reaction, but you see the large figure out in the water. You hear what sounds like a deep croak, and then you see it jump into the water.
Oh lordy.
And then you hear further into this cavern beyond your light source.
Obsession.
You hear
Who's having intercourse with the
a
amphibians?
cacophony of croaks and splashes.
I think we should probably
Back the frick up.
not be in this room anymore.
Right? Perfect! Go back a little.
Okay. We're just gonna.
Hey, and you see me pull out my axe and my shield.
Oh my gosh.
So what'd you find? You're still
Bottleneck.
dirty. You know this, right?
So,
Yeah.
So what's out there?
Not sure.
Prestidigitation.
What do you prestidigitate?
I clean her.
Make me look clean. Appear clean until the spell ends.
Yeah.
Too late. I already noticed that she was dirty.
Yeah, but now she'll feel better.
For a little bit.
After a little while.
While
You're still a dude.
that is going
Also,
on,
Doesn't matter.
I will have come back into that main chamber and kind of like down the other stairs.
So what did you find?
Continuing my stealth.
so
Really large.
as you guys are talking about what you just saw,
Large creatures.
Water, and I believe they're coming.
Better
Coming
make
to take me away, haha.
oh.
To the bunny farm.
Where life is beautiful all the time.
Coming to take me away, haha. Oh my gosh.
We're a bunch of freaking nut jobs. That's what we are.
This is one of my great friends, right?
I mean, the doctors at Asylum were giving me weird looks because of my insane laughter. Like, I was like supposed to be a patient there. They're just like,
I scared the crap out of one of the little girls. There. It was so funny. Well, because she was standing there trying to scare people, and I came in and remember how I can do that scream right behind her, and she just literally
Oh my
jumped
gosh.
out of her skin. It was so sad, and I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, got all crazy on me at that point. I'm like, this is why I do it.
At least she didn't make someone break character.
You did.
That was great.
I mean, that's pretty close to breaking character in and of itself, because she freaked. Like,
I felt so satisfied. And he just was like,
tell them the story.
So we're me and Jesse. So we went to the asylum.
It doesn't help that
I made friends with the doctor.
they very much enjoy messing with people.
Yeah. So I didn't know Jessie had been brought back in. So all of a sudden, I catch back up with her, and we got to the air gas room. Is that what it was?
Yeah, so it was the gassing room.
The gassing room. And like, because there's so many people in front of us, we're kind of still out in the hall, and the guy is like pounding on the wall, like loudly, and I was like, "Please, Daddy, can I have some more?" And he like,
I wasn't expecting
I wasn't expecting
Totally broke his cooler.
It was great.
Jesse's being pulled back in was the best because we're sitting out there talking,
I didn't
and
know
she
was
goes,
brought in.
she goes,
I shouted across the way.
Bria got pulled back in, and then literally within 2 seconds, the doctor comes up behind her and just and like.
He grabs my pigtails, and then he like drags me by it, and then he like turns me around to face the door and goes,
Yeah!
He was just like, "Remember me?" And I was like, "God damn it!" And that was it.
remember me because I remember
you. And that was the last of it. I was like, "This."
All I remember is so like
This is
I shouted across the way, and then Christian like he like crouched down laughing, and then stood up, and as he was standing up, I was like, oh.
We should done it.
Because it was
Okay.
just like,
Why?
oh.
Do you realize how many bodies are filled with XP right there? I need that XP.
So you see,
Oh, shit.
you just see a mass of about horse-sized frogs
Jesus.
start coming out of the water, coming down this tunnel toward you.
As I said, I'm standing there ready. Axe all aglow, just waiting.
All right.
What the
Well-
hell did you awaken?
Also,
I just touched the water.
Jesse
Why would you touch the water?
moved my guy over into the stairwell because that's where I ended up.
Right.
Okay. Everyone roll initiative.
Touch.
Including me?
Yeah,
Even
since
though
you're
I'm not in the space?
if you're gonna be doing anything during combat.
Oh, I guess, yeah, I do have to be able
What'd
to
you
do
roll? Nice.
15,
Whoop.
16, 17, 18.
Oh, she rolled a 17.
Nope.
Seriously?
19. Oh, I saw that one.
Oh, no. Okay.
Woohoo!
We might need that for our spiritual weapon this game.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't make the monsters, I just use them.
yes.
That sounds more like a like calling out warthog. All right, 25 to 20. 25 to 20. 20 to 9 or 20 to 15.
Hold on, 18. Yeah.
19.
What did you
19.
do?
What's your dex?
My deck is 10.
Shit, we're tied, so then what?
Flip a coin or play rock paper scissors,
Or
or
just let
just
the lady go
decide on
first.
something.
I'll just let you go first because I'm not even in the battle area anyway, so...
Okay, sounds good.
We're like, first was playing rock paper scissors. We're like, stop.
You had an 18.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard spot.
Anybody else within 20 to 15? Okay, 15 to 10.
What's your
What?
dex?
You got an 18?
What's your dex? What's your dex?
What's your deck? Is it 3?
Modifier.
16. They both have the same deck.
Goodness gracious.
Okay, either compete for it or decide who's
paper,
going
Who
first.
was born first? Years.
87 in the house.
All right.
And then we got Nick over here.
15 to 10.
I'm only just slightly younger than the original Star Wars. By just a couple months.
What'd you get, Nick? 10. Nick still beat the frogs. Okay. And there's only enough room for one at a time in the hallway.
Take them out one at a time.
Good call.
That's why I was just like, we should go back. I'm like, you're right, great strategy.
And I like how you're in front of her.
Okay,
At this point, he's still thinking
Yes,
of a girl.
sir.
Jesse, it's your turn.
Oh, you're first. Okay.
Oh, you were first for a change.
I just
What?
pushed it all back.
Uh,
Should be Steve. The next 2 days, I should just do all states. Remember when I used to do that? Just make it good.
sorry, I've never cast a spell before, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Wow.
Angry sauce.
I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch.
Oh, well, that's a nice one. I like how.
Okay.
So, the touch of your shadow raised hand can siphon life force from others to heal your wounds. Make melee spell attack against creatures within my reach.
Currently, Jorgen is in your way.
I'm 2 feet tall.
You can reach over.
Well,
no, I'm going
occupying someone's space only works for the smaller creature.
Oh, does it?
The larger creature cannot occupy your space, but you can occupy theirs. You could push past him.
I was gonna have you
yeah,
scared for
so
the
I'm
last
gonna-
thing. Oh, this
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push
I could have
past him.
done, if I had it, I could have done this instead because that's just good.
Okay, so go ahead and move your miniature in front of Jorgen because now you're in front of him.
What are you doing?
Well, technically you're next to each other because you can both fit
In that
this
space.
hall- in that space.
Okay. And he's now within my reach.
Y'all are on the way to the heavy fireball either. God.
Really?
No.
You really want me to just roll a giant ball of fire right past you and her?
Just tell us when to jump.
Oh, that feels so much better. I finally got my ears to pop out and clear. Oh, I can hear for days.
The 18.
I hear everything.
18 to hit.
18? That hits.
I'll take it. Okay. It's 3d6 necrotic.
Shit. What'd you call it?
Vampiric touch.
Yeah.
It comes with the grave domain. Right.
Yeah. I'll just have a giant fireball.
Okay. That's quite painful. So 2d6, 15 necrotic damage.
Can I see how far?
Okay.
Can I, question. Can I see all of them?
You
Okay.
can see the shape of one and a mass of other things behind it, but you can't technically see like each individual one.
Go ahead,
So,
Jesse.
so this one is a concentration spell, and it just goes until it. It's the 10 round spell.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Chris, you're up. What are you doing?
Continuing on down the stairway over here.
I like how you leave us.
I'll move it back. I just want to move down into here and then have you describe the space, and then I'll move it back, and you can leave my character where it's at. So.
Okay. So you move down there.
Yes. Still all stealthy back.
Invisibility spell.
So you see what looks like a odd-looking shrine-like room.
Okay.
You can see niches in the walls that are filled with carvings of frogs, ranging from the size of your fist to the size of a pumpkin. Larger carvings sit on the floor. Crude renderings of frogs are scratched into the walls around the niches and colored with chalk. Do you have religion? Are you trained in religion? Okay.
Right?
Freaky Floppy.
Clerics and godly life. Except for
And
do whatever he told me.
roll me a perception check with that count.
Plus 2, 16.
16. You can hear what sounds like croaking like voices coming from the next chamber.
Okay. Does it sound like two people or two croaking voices or a bunch?
More than two.
Okay.
Because I had to bring a character.
Well, that's what you
over
get
and
out of
I
your turn.
did it here.
Yep.
I moved it all.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me move it back, and then you guys.
You move me into the room. Yeah.
You can move about 3 squares from where it is.
Base of the street.
Okay.
Well, then we better get to you then, shouldn't we?
So we'll get through this round and then we'll be done for the night.
Yep. Okay.
That way we'll know where we are for next week. All right, Bria, you're up. Okay.
And there's water, aren't they?
Some of them. What is the radius?
60 feet.
The radius
Is that your
is
range
much.
or the radius?
60-foot radius.
Okay.
It's a cylinder that is 10 feet tall. So like,
And the range of 100.
and the range is 120 feet.
So how are you placing yours?
They're like right. Yeah, I'm saying like right here.
Remember,
So that it's
if it's a 60-foot radius,
I'll hit you guys.
you'll need to put it pretty far back.
Yeah, I'm sitting right here.
You're placing it just so like the edge of it's right in front of her. Him.
Yeah.
So the, basically the edge just
Right, there's the edge is right in front of me.
right in front of her.
so with how the cavern opens up and how this tunnel closes up, the best way you can get your radius with the most amount to it would be right behind that front. With the front of your area.
That works.
That works.
What is your character's What is your vision?
I gotta try to
60 feet?
I'll probably move up right behind you.
You would have to move up
Right behind him.
Right, you would have to move right behind them to be able to see far enough to get
Yeah.
your
I don't think
radius
it's
in.
moved from
Let's
the
move me up. I'm
right
behind
behind
you.
Jorgen.
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 I'm not touching your butt. Be nice.
No, but your waist is rubbing my back of my head.
Technically, your radius at this point would be like right in front of them, but because of the cover of the cavern, it won't affect that front frog. It bleeds
got-
into the
We
cave
got this.
a bit, so
So they must make a dexterity saving throw.
all of those.
Good luck.
All right, so that's
roll for a
so
couple.
11 of them have to make a dex save.
Yes.
That's a 6.
What's the DC?
15.
15.
That's 15.
And then it just stays until I'm done.
Sorry.
Hold on, I'm just trying to.
I know. I'm just pulling up.
How many did you roll?
3.
3 of them. I rolled 1, so that's 3 failures, 1 success.
No. 2 successes.
No, because I rolled 1.
Oh, you rolled it. Okay.
If it's success, if it's succeed,
Go ahead.
it takes half.
I'm just gonna mark down failures and successes.
Okay. That was a 14. That was a 16. That was a 3. And that was a 3.
Okay.
16, 15, 13, and 11.
5 succeed, 6 do not.
Okay. 7.
That one's yours, right?
Yes.
16 points of damage for those that didn't make it. 8 for those that did. And I like how this goes keep going each one of my
16, so that's...
How much noise does this make?
I'm sure it's pretty damn loud.
Okay. Can I roll a perception to see if I hear it?
Does it take? Do those that are in water take any other damage because they're in water? Water conducts electricity.
Yeah, but they were all affected by it, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't, like... If there was, like, an area where they weren't being affected by it, I could see it spreading to them. But because they were all in the area, they all just got the same amount of damage.
Okay.
Then you said 8, you said...
16 in total. Those that didn't make it take 8.
Yes. Let's see.
Can I roll perception to see if I can
Does it say anything about noise on the spell description?
No, but I'm sure it's pretty good.
With how far you are? No, you hear it.
I would hear it.
Okay.
Are you checking to see if they heard it?
Maybe. Sapphire. Okay. 4 plus 1, 3 times. Ten. First one goes down,
Now physical terrain.
and the second one doesn't move yet. So, Nick,
We're up to good sir.
Alrighty.
you have one dead frog in front of you,
I killed something.
Yeah!
and a bunch that look like they've been currently
They're a little
singed by a
smoky.
bunch of electricity.
You're welcome.
Smoke
What
frog
can I
legs.
say? But you're welcome.
Ever had some frog legs?
Smoked frog legs.
Ew. That sounds disgusting. They're like charred.
These would be considered fried.
Close enough. Light rat. Lightning.
Lightning.
Ratatouille.
Got a little bit of bite to them.
That's all I think of.
Alright, so
Lightning.
I'm going to hold my action to attack when he moves forward.
Okay.
Watch his move forward.
Yeah, because it's next.
The next one, the double-headed ogre guy, moves forward on top of the other one,
I'm king of the rock.
and
Now,
Yeah,
do I
use your
get both
action.
of my attacks?
yeah,
I don't remember.
it's
how
your
to-
action
It's
that
your
you
action.
Right.
save. So
Okay. So then, a 10 and a 15.
the 15 hits.
16 points of damage.
You kill
Yeah,
it.
he did.
You had help. And
Frog
notes
legs.
on it.
Okay.
Ribbit.
The third one shoves the second one out of the way and kind of topples over in front of Jorgen. That moves up on top of the rest, and it is going to make a bite attack against Jorgen.
Unplug me.
You've already gone, right?
That's a 7 to hit.
No.
Okay, it misses. The rest
What are you
are
doing?
stuck in the back.
piling up
But they
against it.
pile up behind them. Because they're not smart.
Okay, you're about to get shot.
And that is the end of the round.
Okay, then we're stopping here.
We
You
are
come
going
back.
to end that for tonight, and we
Next
will come
week.
back to the combat next week.
Thank you all for joining us.
With lightning.
You guys have a good
raining
night.
down. Again.
We